Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be solving linear equations with fractions. So let's get to it. Okay, so for our first question we're going to have f divided by 5 plus 2 is equal to 8. Okay, so the first thing we would want to do is to remove the 5 from under the f so that we would be able to solve for f. Okay, so once we remove the 5 from under the f, and then we also remove the 2 from the left side of the equation, then we would be able to solve for f. So the first thing we would want to do is remove the 5, like I mentioned. So to do that, we would have to perform the opposite operation. And right now, the 5 is being divided by the f. And the opposite operation would be multiplication. So we would have to multiply this fraction by 5. But because we multiplied this term in the equation by 5, we would have to multiply each other term in the equation by 5 as well. So we would have to multiply the second term by 5 and the third term by 5. So there are 3 terms in this equation. That's f over 5 is one term, 2 is another term, and 8 is the third term. So you would have to multiply each term by 5 because we needed to remove the 5 from the first term. So then we would have to multiply this term by 5 and then this term by 5 as well. Okay, so now that we can cancel out these 5's because we've multiplied this by 5 and 5 divided by 5 is just 1, then they cancel out. So then we would have f plus 2 times 5, which is 10, and that's going to be equal to 8 times 5, which is just 40. Okay, and now the equation is much simpler, and all we would have to do is solve for f. Let's carry over the 10. By subtracting 10, we'd have to perform the opposite operation. So f is going to be equal to 40 minus 10. Okay, we just changed the sign of the plus to a minus, and 40 minus 10 is just 30. And that's how we would solve that question. Okay guys, so let's try another question. We're going to now have w divided by 3 minus 5 is equal to 2. And all we're going to do is solve this the same way as we solved the earlier question. Let's remove the 3 from underneath the w by multiplying the fraction by 3. Okay? And now we know that because we multiplied the first term by 3, we have to multiply each other term by the same number. So then we have to multiply the 5 by 3, and then we'd have to multiply the 2 by 3. And these 3's would just cancel out, leaving us with just w. So then w would be subtracted by 5 times 3, which is 15. And that's going to be equal to 2 times 3, which is just 6. Okay? And now what we would have to do is carry over the 15. And because 15 is being subtracted here, when we carry it over, we would have to change the sign, change the operation. So then it would just be plus 15 instead of minus 15. And 6 plus 15 is just 21. And that's how we would solve that question. Okay guys, I think you guys are getting the hang of it now. Let's try another similar question before I move on to a more difficult question. So we're going to have t divided by 5 plus 3 is equal to 1. Okay? So let's just perform the same steps that we did earlier. Let's get rid of the 5 that's being divided by the t by multiplying by 5. And because we multiplied the first term by 5, we have to multiply the rest of the terms by 5 as well to make the equation equal. And these two 5s would just cancel out. So then we would just have t is equal to 3 times 5, which is 15. Sorry, not equal to, plus 15 is equal to 1 times 5, which is just 5. Okay? And when we carry the 15 over, we would have to change the sign, making it t equal to 5, not plus 15, but we'll have minus 15. Okay? And 5 minus 15 is just negative 10. And that's how we would solve that question. Okay guys, so this next question is going to be a bit similar as well. You can pause the video and try it if you like. So we're going to have 3y divided by 2 minus 1 is equal to 8. And now we just perform the same steps that we did earlier. Let's get rid of the 2 that's dividing the 3y by multiplying the fraction by 2. And because we multiplied the first term by 2, we would have to multiply the other terms by 2 as well. And these 2 would just cancel out, leaving us with 3y minus 1 times 2, which is just 2. And that's going to be equal to 8 times 2, which is 16. And now all you would have to do is carry over the negative 2. And when we do that, we would get a positive 2. We would have to change the sign. Okay? So then we would have 3y is equal to 16 plus 2, which is 18. Okay? And to find the value of y, we would just divide by 3 on both sides, so that these 2 would cancel out. So then we'd have y is equal to 18 divided by 3, which is just 6. Okay? So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video for today. I hope you guys understood what was happening. If you have any comments or questions that you would like to ask, just type them in the comment section and I will get back to you. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.